Out of state of the year, I don't suppose they have air conditioning.
Well, it depends on
It's a
which
little quiet today.
level of.
Although I did see
they
one of the
are.
food vendors made it all like
Sometimes
6
they are.
blocks on the highway.
Absent of that snow.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Call the meeting to order. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please. Mary Beth.
Nelson. Here. Orison. Here. Larson.
Here.
Wunschel.
Here.
Hanson. Reed.
Here.
Bulk.
Here.
Item 3 is the consent agenda. A is a motion to approve City Council minutes of September 6, 2022. B, licenses, approve new Class C liquor license for the Hen House and Peckish at the Hen House, 403 Grand Avenue, amendment to Class C native distilled spirits liquor license and Class C native wine permit with outdoor service for People for Pets event on October 8, 2022 for Century Farms Distillery, 2304 Highway Boulevard, all subject to final approval by the Iowa ABD. C is a motion to approve funding request for the navigator position from Spencer Hospital for $25,000 each year for a total of 3 years. Item D is a resolution approving a contract with American Legal Publishing for review and update of city ordinances for $15,400. This is a CIP item. Item E is a motion to approve the purchase of a landfill excavator for $184,100 from D&T Equipment. This is a CIP item. Item F is a motion to approve an agreement for community benefit services for the Spencer Art Alliance for $5,000. Item G is a resolution approving the sale of city real property described as Lot 2 of the replat of Lot 10 of Green Industrial Center First Edition to the City of Spencer, Clay County, Iowa, Spencer, Iowa to T. Johnson Electric for $36,000. And H is a motion to approve Brecker Concrete LLC as subcontractor for the 2022 North Water Quality Project. Motion made by Bill.
Second.
Second by Lauren. Any discussion? Please vote by machine.
Nelson, I. Orison, I. Larson, I. Wunschel, I. Reed, I. Bulk, I.
Item 4 and 5, public hearings and old business. There are none, so we will move to item 6, new business. A is to approve a resolution relating to the financing of proposed projects to be undertaken by the City of Spencer, Iowa, establishing compliance with reimbursement bond regulations under the Internal Revenue Code.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Donovan,
I'll second.
second by Tracy. And before I call the vote on this, Brian, would you explain to the public exactly what this resolution deals with?
Sure. So as the council has approved the purchase of land up, as we've kind of called it, the North Y development, and then we're under contract for infrastructure up there. The entirety of that purchase of land and the infrastructure will be issuing bonds, debt here later this year or early next year, probably, once we know what the construction costs are going to be. And under the IRS code, because we issue our debt as tax exempt, we're not to have any what they call hard costs, which would be physical things such as land or infrastructure before we actually issue the debt, and we can't use those proceeds to reimburse ourselves unless we go through this process and say upfront before we actually expend it on those things, we're going to take those bond proceeds and reimburse basically our fund balances, which we would be doing for the purchase of the land. because that are closed next month, and we won't issue the debt probably, like I said, after the first of the calendar year, so we can then reimburse ourselves with the bond proceeds.
Okay.
And that keeps these as tax exempt.
Always a good thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Any questions for Brian? Please vote by machine.
Nelson, I. Orison, I. Larson, I. Wunschel, I. Reed, I. Bulk, I.
Item B is a resolution approving Robert Fullhart as Park and Recreation Director for the City of Spencer, beginning October 17, 2022. Motion made by Lauren. Tom got the second. Any discussion? Please vote by machine.
Nelson, I. Orison, I. Larson, I. Wunschel, I. Reed, I. Bulk, I.
And with that, we welcome Bob to the City of Spencer. Welcome aboard. Item C is a motion to approve change order number 1 to the 2022 West Leach Park Boat Ramp Project to reflect as-built project quantities for an increase of $1,805. Motion made by Tom.
Second.
Second by Brian. Any discussion? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item D is a resolution accepting work on the 2022 West Leach Park Boat Ramp Project. Motion made by Tom.
Second.
Second by Tracy. Any discussion?
Looks awesome.
It does. Yep. Please vote by machine.
Nelson, I. Orison, I. Larson, I. Wunschel, I. Reed, I. Bulk, I.
Okay, item 7, engineers report. See one engineer coming to the mic. Ross?
Good evening, everyone. Quick update on several projects here in Spencer. Start with the North Water Quality Project. BD Construction started that project today. They started on the QRS site. There's also work to be done in the North Mall parking lot. So I think he's planning to continue work on that project until it's complete, hopefully 3 or 4 weeks. Next project is the HMA overlay project up by St. Luke's. Blacktop Services got all of the asphalt work done last week on that project. They're planning to have Beck Excavating back in later this week to complete the concrete patching and adjust the manholes. Then that project will be complete. So hopefully by the end of the week or the beginning of next week, that'll be completely open to traffic again. Everybody's able to get to their houses, but there's still quite a bit of signage up. So the wastewater treatment plant driveway project, DeLoss Construction has been working on removals and grading all of last week. They have a concrete pour plan for tomorrow morning. I think they'll pave about half of the driveway and then hopefully pour again on Thursday. And then all that'll be left is the parking lot area on the west side of the building. And then this is actually an SMU contract, but it's the 14th Avenue West Water and Sewer Project, which the city is participating in a little bit of storm sewer work with them. That project plans to get kicked off tomorrow morning. There was a Facebook post that went out that the road would be closed today, but Valley had some emergency work that they had to complete today. So it sounds like tomorrow morning West 4th Street will be closed at Tompkins Court. They will have a detour set up. That'll go up Country Club Lane to West 11th Street, over to 11th Avenue West, and back down to 4th Street. So we look for West 4th Street to be closed for probably close to 2 weeks. And then there's quite a bit of work to do on 14th Avenue West, south of 4th Street. So that'll be an extended closure on 14th Avenue West. So that's what I have for now, unless you have any questions.
Any questions for Ross?
Thank you.
Thank you, Ross. Item 8, the city manager's report. There is none, as Dan is not here tonight. He's at a city manager's conference. Under the mayor's report, just a couple of things. First of all, I think we all in our community know that last week was the Clay County Fair, and I just want to congratulate Jeremy Parsons, his staff, the board, city employees, and just an army of community volunteers who really make this the greatest county fair in the United States. I was impressed with the educational programs, the entertainment, the ag displays, and the increased diversity among the attendees. And our community demographics are changing, and the fair is also adapting to those demographics. So again, congratulations to Jeremy for all of his hard work in bringing this community such a wonderful event. Secondly, I've got here a copy of the United States Constitution. And this week is Constitution Week. It was declared Constitution Week by George W. Bush back in 2002. And we commemorate the signing of probably the most important, I don't think probably, the most important political document in the history of mankind. And it has been the spark for tremendous change, not just here in the United States, but across the globe without question. So today we celebrate, actually September 17th, we celebrated the 235th anniversary of the signing of the Constitution. And then lastly, on the mayor's report, the mayor's update, which I usually have on Thursdays, the last Thursday of the month, we're going to have it on the last Tuesday of the month, this month, as I will be at the Iowa League of Cities meeting in Waterloo next week. And we'll have it on Tuesday, the 27th, and my guest on the 27th will be the aforementioned Jeremy Parsons to talk about this year's Clay County Fair. Item 10, council and committee reports. We have several upcoming meetings. We have a facility tour on the 26th at 5:30, and we will be touring the police department, Stolly Park, solid waste. Those were all on the facility study, and we're also adding the fire department to that part of the tour. Then on October 3 at 5:30, we have a committee of the whole meeting. That's pending whether the DOT can make it or not. We'll be getting that out to you and with plenty of time. And then regular city council meeting on the 3rd at 6:30. And then on the 10th of October, we have a second facility tour, and we will be looking at the central garage, East Leach Park, and the library. Okay, item 11, I'd entertain a motion to approve the bills and claims.
So move.
Motion made by Bill,
Second?
second by Brian. Any discussion? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carries. Item 12, other business and opportunity to address the council. See anyone coming to the mic?
Mr. Mayor,
Councilman Ball.
thank you. I just wanted to take a moment and quickly honor the memory of Jim Burhow, a long-serving police officer, his entire career spent right here in Spencer. He passed away last Friday at the age of 71. I had the honor and opportunity to serve with him, and a tremendous person and a tragic loss, and my thoughts and prayers are with his family.
Okay. Thank you, Brian. Anyone else? If not, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion made by Donovan,
Second?
second by Brian. Any discussions? Hearing none. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay.
You did it.
How about that?
14 minutes. Yeah.